Hello, and happy Monday. So before I went live, I just thought I'd scroll down or through my Facebook page and see when is the last time that I had the notification that I was going live. And I should have had it like as a trivia or scavenger hunt, like who can find when I went live last. It was October 20th, you guys. October 20th is the last time I went live. So I am a little bit nervous. Hi there, Joyce, because I'm like, is this going to be like getting back on a bike? Will I know what to do? Will I have all my equipment ready? Is my head like clear enough to think through it as I'm demonstrating? Because it is a little bit nerve-wracking to do the whole live thing because I haven't done it for a while. But hopefully I can bring you some fun projects today. And yes, projects. So I decided to kick it off with a bang and make two similar looking cards, but showing you different ways to just kind of mix up just a couple of the different colors and products to make it look a little bit different. And sometimes you might go, oh, that's not like a favorite, but just with a few adjustments, you might go, oh, I really like that other card though. So I want to show you a way to do that too. So, but before I get into that, life has been crazy and busy. So you might go like, why haven't you been on here for over 2 months? I have been very busy. And with that, like a lot of things have been happening, good things, but like October was busy with harvest and I jumped in to do like a live video. November was completely crazy with in-person events. I prepped for at least 850 cards for those events. So even though I wasn't live here, I was in person and seeing a lot of you guys, and thanks again for showing up for those events. I did several in-person events. Hi there, Nancy. Hi, Kay. And then had a retreat, and then the Christmas season, and thanks, Joyce. And then the Christmas season is busy for everybody, so I didn't feel like I had to really put myself out there too much, because I didn't want to also feel like I was adding on to your guys' busyness by having to watch something too. Hi there, Pam. Hi, Margaret. And so with that, and then our so what has been happening is our youngest son, his football playoff season went as far as it could. They made it to the national championship in North Carolina. So we followed every Saturday, including making the drive. Yes, we drove. Last year we flew because I had some Stampin' Up! Airline credits and different things. This year, the cost of tickets would have been over $1,000 a piece. Driving allowed us to bring our 2 sweet grandchildren along as well, too. Oh, Pam, yes, thanks for reminding me. Some of you might have the day off, so that might be why you're watching me too. And I don't like to rattle, but I feel like there's just stuff to catch up on because it has been so long. And I won't do this with every video in case you're newer to watching me. But so yeah, we made the drive to North Carolina the week of Christmas and everything. And both my husband and I have huge families, and we're both one of 7 kids. And so just getting through the holidays and getting together with family takes a lot of time. And I still have, like down by my feet kind of here, a pile up of Christmas cards that I was going to make. I never made them, and my mom actually got after me for not sending out my annual Christmas letter. I think I still will, but I think I'm going to make them Valentine check-in, like, you know, something like something savvy, like with a title. Maybe you guys can help me with that. If I don't do a Christmas letter, but have it come out around Valentine's Day, and hopefully I have enough time, and I have definitely the supplies to make a lot of Valentines to send out. So I think that would be kind of fun to update. So anyway, my son made it to the national championship. Their team lost this year. Last year they won it all. Oh, Margaret's watching from North Carolina, where I just was. Hi there, Julie. And so after that loss, he decided he did not want to end on that note. So he decided to go back to college. He was a 5th-year senior, so he's going to be like they call that a super senior. So he's going back for a 6th year because he still has eligibility because of COVID, because of an ACL injury, because he redshirted. And so we said, yes, you can use up 1 more year, even though you have 2 years, just 1 more year, not the next year, and do what your heart desires. Hi there, Sherry. So that's been a big drastic thing, because we thought he would be home living with us for 8 or 9 months now, waiting for his grad school to start. But he is already back in Orange City. We moved him back there. So that was kind of a quick hurry up, find things for him, find a place to live. help him with that transition that wasn't expected. So he is following his heart down there, and we have supported him in his decision that yes, you can play football now. You can work when you're 65. You can't play football when you're 65. So that's kind of how we came to that, with him too. And so, and then after that, our granddaughter was born 3 weeks early. So that was a huge surprise. And some of you have known the inside scoop and have been praying right alongside with our family. She was supposed to be a boy. They were told he would be a boy around 25 weeks. And so they were preparing for that and had things ready for that. And she came out a girl. And she was also supposed to have a significant heart defect. And so we were trying to help out where we could when they needed that, because my daughter-in-law is diabetic, and anybody that has that in their family knows that those are always high-risk pregnancies. So lots of doctor appointments, lots of extra visits, and driving farther away for those. And so this baby was born completely perfect. She did have some breathing issues, and so it was good that they were up in the cities. If you're local to us, that's like a 2.5 hour drive from here if you're not familiar with that. And so so she got the care that she could get for that. And so we've enjoyed some snuggles, and because she was 3 weeks early, we're not seeing a lot of action, lots of sleeping from her. Last night we got to babysit her for the first time, and she even slept through a bottle. She ate like a champ, but slept through it all and just continued sleeping. She weighs 10 pounds 9 ounces, which is their smallest of their 3 that they've had. And that's another thing with being a diabetic mom, they have big babies. So so it's just cute to see her looking really healthy. She looks tiny compared to her siblings, but yeah, so we're enjoying that too. And maybe tonight I'll even take down my Christmas decorations and start to get caught up. So this is like a fun thing for me to finally get caught up with and feel like I can bring you a live video. And part of it, hi there, Lori, is that I need to like really hit it hard in my stamp room, because I have an event later this week, a stamp camp in Worthington, and then a week from today, one in Medelia. So you can still sign up for either of those classes. The one Thursday in Worthington, sign up with me. The one Monday in Medelia, sign up with the community ed director there, and then she lets me know how many to plan for. But I do need to know, because tomorrow I will start cutting supplies for those classes and such, to make sure that I have enough for everybody. Okay, I think that's kind of the long and short of it. But let me turn this around so I can start making cards for you guys. And gosh, there we go. Like I said, it's been so long. I hope I know how to even do this. And so hopefully I can figure this out, and hopefully I can catch things. Oh boy, hold on. So hopefully I can. There's my iPad. I like to see comments. Okay, I'm seeing comments. That's good. And I just want to turn the volume down because you don't want to hear me on a 5-second delay in the background. Okay, it is celebration too, you guys. So this is why, I can't believe I haven't been doing more for you guys to get the word out about that. And Pam, yes, Miss Bell is back. So yes, good to see you back too. Yeah, celebration is my favorite time of year, because Stampin' Up! Gives you something free for every $50 spent. So there's extras. Every time you shop, there's $50 and $100 levels in the little brochure here, hoping that not too many of my customers that got these brochures got the wrong one. Like it should be the United States one, but some of you accidentally got ones that say United States, but then in the inside, instead of saying $50, it says $60. Or instead of saying free with $100 order, yours might say $120. But just know, if you're in the United States, it's $50 and $100 levels. Lots of great things that way. Hi there, Maureen. Yeah, so many of you have said you have missed me and sent me personal messages like, is everything okay? So yeah, if you're just joining in, replay the beginning and you'll know it's been busy, but good. So anyway, I'm not doing really anything for showing anything out of this today except the joining special. So yeah, shop, spend 50 or 100, get something for this free. And I don't want to delve into this too much because I'm making 2 cards and don't want my video to get too lengthy. And Joyce, you got the 60 and 120 too. That is such a bummer. So I'm hoping that when I show you guys the mini catalog today, those same people, because when you get them from me, they're bundled, the mini catalog and the celebration brochure. And I know that those that had the problem still had United States on the back of this one too. So I'm hoping that the prices inside here, like you got the right mini catalog. So the biggest thing too, if you're wondering, like the suite collection for what I'm showing today is $75 for everything on this page. So if yours looks different, let me know if you need a different mini catalog to have the right prices reflected. I feel like the celebration, it's easy to make the connection between 60 going down to 50 and 120 going down to 100. But in here, I would have no idea if I was you guys, like how to make heads or tails out of it. So please reach out to me if you did get the wrong one and need me to send out the right one to you guys. Hi there, Lynette. So this is where I'm going to start from here. Nope, I'm not. Okay, I am going to be a squirrel today because, like I said, I don't know how to do this again. Okay, so I talked about shopping. If you are hosting, and I always say some of you do place large enough orders to be a hostess just buy the things you need. So if you host and you are placing an order worth $300, and if somebody says, I know I want a lot now and maybe some more later, you can let me know and I can start a host code for you so that you can have your rewards kind of build. But some of you might go, okay, that sounds like a little bit of it does take a little bit more time. You have to work with me a little bit more. But if it's something you want to build, as long as we have your orders all going in within 30 days, I can do that with you. And then if you want to invite other people to shop through you can do that. It's going to turn into more like a book party, but it doesn't have to be that much more stressful. Joining, now that's the fun thing that our people have been reaching out to me about. If you join, here we go. We have a couple free options. If you want to join my Stampin' Up! Team, it's $99, but you get $125 worth of products usually, but during celebration you get another $30. That is option 2. Option 1 is this fantastic glass mat. It is almost like, think of a heavy duty cutting board as far as the heaviness of it, and super sturdy. That's what I like about it. It's got feet on it so that it sets up off of your station. I've been stamping on it now, love it. I hope I don't get any adhesive on it because it's so shiny new. Doesn't everybody love that? And then with that comes this nice, I haven't delved into this because I haven't had to clean it yet, but a nice cleaning chamois. And if you want to put ink refills on here and some water to do watercolor painting, and just have this as your little prep pad here, and then a silicone mat, and the cleaning chamois is in here too. So this comes with this, and that's only for those that are joining. And so contact me if you are interested in that, because it's so easy to go to my website, click join. And when I talk about the $125 worth of products, or if you're going for option 2, another $30, those are all things you want. Stampin' Up! Doesn't say, hey, you have to have this or that. When I joined, this month will be 28 years ago, guys. Stampin' Up! Kind of picked and suggested things for me, and some of those things I already had, so it was kind of like, oh, here's another double or something, but I'm glad that you get to pick 100% the things that you want. And Deb, your suite says $75. That thrills my day because you were one I know that got the wrong celebration brochure. So now it gives me hope that this is all correct for everybody else that maybe got the wrong celebration brochure. So good. All right. Should we make a couple cards? Yes. Yes. And thanks, Lynette. Yes. Okay. So, with this Be Mine collection, it's in the mini on pages 8 and 9, and it's got just seriously the cutest little samples here, and then if you go one more page, then it shows the stamp set as sized, which is always such a huge benefit. I feel like you never have to wonder what size are the stamps when you're looking kind of from samples and the little picture of the stamp set and the punch. You go to the next page and you can see exactly what size everything's going to be. So there's some cute little flowers, and I'm already thinking like I have to make some thank yous, or not have to, get to make some thank yous for my daughter-in-law. And so I already have some little girly things, but yet bringing in some new products like that cow punch for them, because they raise they have a cow-calf pair operation on their farm right across the road from us. So I'm already thinking like, ooh, that could really be cute together. And like I said, my brain is a squirrel because I have taken too much time off of events and things for you. So that is where that comes in. So with that, on those pages, you can see the Be Mine punch, which is so great. These hearts stamp out other things, and I'll show you that today. And this can be a word bubble that I'm going to show you today, as well as the bee. And so that's part of the bundle. And then I love 1/4-inch ribbon, and probably my favorite size. So here's Sweet Sorbet bordered 1/4-inch ribbon. Going to be using that from the collection. What I won't be using today are these little pillow boxes, and I kind of want to just show you that here for size. And then I go, oh, this is about, here we go, there's measurements on my glass mat here, and so it's about 11 by 6.5. 6.5 by 11 is this package about. So that kind of gives you an idea. Of course, you're going to fold these into a pillow box, but it'll kind of give you an idea of how big they are when assembled. So I'm not using that. And then the other thing from the collection that I am using today are these cute little adhesive back hearts and flowers. So those are just adorable. So of course, I went ahead and ordered several packages. All right, so what I'm going to do is show you again this way, because the cards are always kind of reversed when I show you them in person. Kind of looks busy. Doesn't it look like busy bees? Okay, bees should be busy, so I made my cards busy. I am going to show you both of these cards. I think I might try and make them both at the same time and just kind of add to them as I go. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. So as I do that, I'm going to pull out some cardstock here, and one of them is Daffodil Delight, and the other is Sweet Sorbet. So this is the time of year also that I remind people Sweet Sorbet will be retiring when the annual catalog retires the end of April this year. And so with that, let me look at the exact date here. I've got my annual catalog. The annual catalog says it goes through April 30th to be exact. So I always want to double check on that. April 30th. And like anything, when it gets towards the end, sometimes things might sell out. I'm not saying that they will, but I'm saying that they sure could. So I have one customer that says, oh, thank you for that reminder. And usually she'll go through all of her retiring in color ink pads, refills, cardstock, and orders now during celebration so that she doesn't lose out on any color that's retiring. And then she gets the celebration bonus products that are free too. So that works out well. Hi there, Lisa. Thanks for joining in. All right, so now I have to show you this cute paper, the Be Mine paper. So this is the pattern that I'm using today. Like I said, pretty busy. The other side's pretty plain, but I love how they pair up together. And I love how this looks like with the next sheet. So with this honey pot, I feel like, oh, I've just got to do something with, I'm going to use one stamp out of the set for you guys today. The Fluffiest Friends. It's an online collection bundle, and I'm going to probably want to use him with the honey pot, and I have some of those little paint things that are going to make that look sticky, puffy a little bit. And I think this could be really fun for Valentine's Day with the heart too. So today I'm going to use these little bees out of the Fluffiest Friends though for you guys. But what a fun pairing to maybe use that with that. Like I said, I've got ideas galore in my head, and then just kind of like a little basic scribble buzzing design there. And then on this one, kind of those same cute little bees. I'm going to make something similar to this today with that bee pattern. And then just some hearts that are red kind of on, looks like petal pink on that side. Some more busy bees here. This one's holding up a flower, so that's cute. And then just really cute little flowers here. And that might look familiar if you ordered the adhesive back hearts and flowers. Hi there, Fran. Good to see you. And then we've got these flowers for a cute background here. And, oops. And then we've got stripes, and I love stripes. So petal pink and sweet sorbet. So a great Valentine color there. And then more flowers and bees here. And then how cute to have the petal pink honeycomb. I think that's going to be really fun to work with too. So that's what comes in the Be Mine DSP. Oops, here, I need this one over here. So I take a little bit of time when it's the first time I use a collection to go through all the sheets of the DSP so you can see that. I won't do that on every video going forward. I'll just save where it's from. All right, so this I cut 4 by 5 1/4. So that will fit on the card front here for both of these. So this coordinates perfect with Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to put that on. And then I've got 4 1/4 by, or excuse me, 4 by 5 1/4. Again, same thing, same pattern cut. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. I had some, and I'm wondering if this is wrong. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so I had some sweet sorbet, and I was like wondering why I had this cut out. The top one was correct, but the ones underneath aren't the right size. So this is what happens when I go live. So I'm just going to quick cut 2. If I'm going to cut 1 piece for cardstock, I always score and go 2 right away. All right, that one was a little bit short. This is the right one. So let me get my scoring bone folder here to get that good. At first I was like, is this wrong or is this wrong? Okay, there we go. We're back on track, just like that, guys. Okay, so now we have 2 card fronts, opening both this way. And now for the next part, I grabbed my Nested Essentials dies, and this is where my cards switches out a little bit. So we've got these different shapes in here, some kind of rounded rectangles, banners, and then kind of that hexagon, or the little, I don't know, that shape. And so I chose one of each. So I used these 2 dies, and then to save a little bit of time, just because I knew I would be taking a lot of time today, or more time than usual, I cut out shapes in Sweet Sorbet out of both of those. So both of those shapes come from the Nested Essentials dies. This is the largest of both of them as far as that goes. And so then what I did is that I can't make up my mind, so I'm going to do one of each. So with that 1/4 inch Sweet Sorbet ribbon, I'm going to take and tie that around here, and I kind of want my knot to end up on that side. And if you know me, I tie my ribbon with it still attached to the spool, so that there is usually, hopefully, little to 0 waste. I probably will end up, trimming off that little end if it's too long, like this end, but otherwise, once I cut this, it's still attached to the spool. So that's my little secret of how I kind of do my efficiency of my ribbon. So to think like, okay, when I'm cutting my ribbon and this little piece here is my only like waste or scrap, that's not bad. And part of the reason I started doing that, like right from the get-go, is that I have a terrible time trying to think, how much ribbon do I need? Because part of it is I have really big fingers. My sons probably like that. They got that hereditarily through me, that I have big fingers. But to tie, now I have plenty. Otherwise, I'd probably have to have like 3 times the amount of ribbon that a normal person would. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but that's kind of how I feel. So that's why I do that. And so then the other ribbon I thought would look really cute with that. So the Sweet Sorbets from the Be Mine collection. This is that black and white gingham from the annual catalog. So I'm just going to tie this around the bottom here of this one. And if you guys have questions, you can chime in. I'm looking for comments, but I tell you, it thrills my heart just to see so many familiar names. Like, you know, a lot of you I got to see in person when I had my events in the fall, and I'll have some coming up. But just to see other names and those same names come up here on this thread is just like making my day, because it's really cold here now. I feel not so all alone. And Pam says, love the ribbon tip. Yeah, like I said, it just is helpful for me. So now it just all stays on there. Yeah, because I honestly would not know how much to cut off otherwise too. Okay, so now I've got this one that's going to go on that one, and this one that's going to go on that one. So for this one, I'm just going to take my adhesive and try and get that as low and as in between the ribbon and the end of the die as possible, so that when I put this on, because of the shape of it, you know, it just gets narrower as it goes down. It could slide. So that's my hope, is that having that on there is going to prevent that from sliding off. So this I'm going to add to this card like so. So we've got that kind of as a little building block there. Oh, Lisa's watching from Hawaii. Yeah, it's not cold there, let's say, right? Now this one I'm going to flip over, and I'm going to add some dimensionals. Actually, I don't know if they're still there, but Stampin' Up! CEO Sarah Douglas and her family, she runs the company. We're friends on Facebook, and her husband and I, and everything. And so I've been seeing some fun posts from them in Hawaii. So that looks glorious. All right. So now we've got, this is kind of where the differences come in besides the color and such. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is just make a basic layer. Sometimes adding a little bit of a layer, even though it's going to be plain white, adds a lot. So this is that Heartfelt Hexagon. This punch originally started out online as an online exclusive with the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set, and now there is also, this is in the mini catalog, so now it moved from online into a mini catalog, and then there is also a free stamp set if you spend $50 that coordinates with it in the celebration brochure. And I might as well, oh, flipped right to it. Good. I love it when that happens. It's in the crease. That helps. So yeah, this on page 10, that stamp set is free with a $50 order. And you can see how that coordinates really well with that punch. So I'm not doing anything with a greeting, just a punch for a layer. Hi there, Chris. Thanks for joining in. And yes, Julie, it's been so fun to be back just today. I feel like I'm getting a little less nervous as it goes along. Oh, and you get to go to Hawaii too. Good for you. Awesome. Awesome. Love it. And another Lisa's on here, and hello, Sage. Okay, so I just have these basic white pieces here. And I'm going to not put those on. I'm going to start building my bees before I do anything else with that. So that's where I bring out my punch here. And then I just had a couple scraps. I have another friend, Lisa. She's not watching as of yet, but she's always proud of me when I bring out my little scraps to use up. And this is where we're finally going to get out an ink pad and actually start to do some stamping. So I'm bringing out my Memento Black ink pad. And from the Be My Valentine stamp set, we've got these little stripes and that little stinger. So I'm just going to put that down here. And I'm going to do 2 of them right away because I am making 2 cards for you at once. I love to multitask. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, okay? So I'm just going to pop this in here, and I just kind of take and line my stinger up. Here, you know what? This isn't quite long enough. So this is where I take another scrap of paper. This is my other tip of the day for those of you that like to use up your scraps. Hi, Diane. Good to have you on here. I just take a little bit of adhesive here on here. You can barely see it because it's clear. And now I can just tape that onto here. And now I've got a handle. So now I'm just going to go like that. And then I have a much better grip on this. so we've got that. And then I might have to do that same thing here with, hold on, with this one too. So I can reuse that same one, and I'm going to punch this one out too. And so they start out exactly the same. I'm going to have them with different horizontal and different orientations, so they're going to look a little different really soon too. Oh yeah, Lisa, and it's just funny. Lisa says, I never thought to use colored cardstock, and that's good to point out too, because as I prepare for classes, sometimes just eliminating a step is easier for my class participants, even though they might go, well, I could figure out putting that on a block and then stamping that in daffodil yellow on white and such, but doing this, and then as you can see here too, the wings, when I get to those, that could have been stamped and then colored in like petal pink on there, but I just stamped it black right on petal pink too. So because these are probably going to end up as class projects, I'm trying to think ahead a little bit that way. Okay, so one of these bees, I can put the face. It's going to be looking at us from the side as it's flying by. Another one's going to hover, so I'm going to have this one straight up and down. And I don't know why, when I first put that face on, I don't know why it reminds me of a minion with the smiley face and on the yellow. Can you tell I have grandkids that I think minions and such like that? Okay, so we've got that. And then next I'm going to need antennas. And so I'm just going to pull out, before I stamp that out, I like to pull out my punch and go, okay, the antennas, as you can see here, just look like regular antennas, but they actually get punched out with this heart punch. So I know ahead of time, like I have to maneuver, I'm going to want to put my antennas up at the top like so. So I'm going to do this twice and just maneuver it that way. Okay, so this now with those antennas are going to slide right into that heart here like so, and that's going to attach to one of them. And then I'm going to go the other end that I had stamped out ahead of time, and those are the other antennas. So we got those ready to work with. So Lisa says, one thing about being on vacation is I miss making cards, but yet at 79 degrees, I'm not ready to come home. No kidding. So yeah, exactly. Especially like today, this weekend, it was like, feels like negative 45 here. So yeah, anything sounds better than that, right? Okay, so now let me grab some petal pink cardstock, and this is where too you could stamp this on white and fill in with the color, but I'm going to do my stamping the Memento black with those wings, and it could make a heart shape too. I'm going to put that right on my petal pink, and then this I'm going to feed in to my punch as well, and that's going to be for this one. And then the other one is going to need some wings too. So I'm just going to go like that. A lot of times I just do it on opposite ends so I can flip it around and it's ready to go right away. And then I can always trim off the extra later. Okay, so I've got that like so. You can always tell with new punches, well, some of them, they never get old. They like to fly things and pop them right out towards you. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that has went, where did that go? And then like hours later throughout the day, somebody in your family points out, why do you have this or that stuck to you? Yep, that's where it went. All right. Hi there, Carla. And then let's see, so I think we've got all the pieces. Yes, so I'm going to just set that aside so I can do some assembling here with our bees. And for that, I'm going to get out some mini glue dots. And for this one that's going to be hovering, I'm just going to put mini glue dot on each side of its body and then right close to the top of its head here. And then I can just take this and just press that together. And then press that kind of up at an angle a little bit, just so it looks like it has a little bit of fluttering. So that's very easy to put together. And now for the other one, super simple as well. I'm just going to put a glue dot here and then kind of close by another glue dot there. And I'll start with the little antennas, and then close by have the wings like that. So how fast is that? So thank you, Carly. Yeah, I was so excited. This was like to me the most exciting stamp set maybe out of the catalog, but maybe it's because I haven't used all of them yet, and I'm sure it'll keep building with all of them. Okay, so let me bring my card bases back, and for this one I want to pop them up. Pop the B, this one. And so I kind of try and place my dimensionals over where like my heart is and my antennas, just kind of as added insurance that that's not going to get knocked off there. So I'm strategically placing my dimensionals so that it adds for a little security that way. So now this one's going to go on here like so, and that's eventually going to go there. And then this one, same thing. I'm putting these dimensionals over top where the hearts are so that it kind of just adheres that a little bit more securely. So one side has a glue dot, and the other side's going to have these dimensionals. And because this is popped up, this one's ready to go on this one here too. Okay, so for this card, this one, I already have popped up this layer here of that die cut. So I'm just going to run my adhesive over this, and that does work. It's not like a totally smooth surface, but it does work for that. So I've got that on here like so. So now it all of a sudden just does look pretty busy there. Hi there, Donna. Good to see you on here, and Tracy too. Now I'm going to flip this one over, and this one I am going to pop up. So what I do is go, okay, I've got dimensionals around here. So what I do is put one down here because there isn't one in that area yet. So it's still popped up, but when it comes to the hole, how can we avoid paying more postage? By placing, when I'm double popping up layers, by placing them strategically too. It will still pop things up, like I said, but it will make things like less bulky in one same area. So this I'm just going to kind of center in the middle of that nested die there. Now, before I forget, sometimes I get too far along and I forget to accessorize my project. So here, I'm going to get out my Wink of Stella and give a nice generous amount of that onto these wings. Now, I'm going to photograph these projects and post them along with not measurements, but the recipes of how I do everything. And so hopefully the video catches it sparkling because a lot of times when I photograph Wink of Stella, it just doesn't show up all that super great on photographs when I post those on my Facebook page. So I like to make sure and let people know to look for that, or with the video kind of move it around a little bit so you can see the shimmer shine, and it does add a special touch, so that's kind of fun. And then what I'm going to do is take this punch back out and just make a couple, let's see, here's my piece, a couple punches. Remember that B, we made the B out of that. And I'm going to do just a couple more of those like so. And now these are going to be my word bubbles. So if you like word bubbles, this is going to be fun. Okay. So I'm going to bring back over my black ink, and from the Be Mine Valentine stamp set, it says, "You make my heart buzz." So this is the joy of having photopolymer stamp sets, is that you can see exactly where you're going to stamp. And even though that's not a big stamping surface, you know that it's going to fit in there. So that's really fun. Okay, and now for that, I'm going to bring back over some dimensionals. And we just need a couple dimensionals. These aren't super big word bubbles. So let me grab this one. And this is going to kind of come out up and over here. Whoops. Like so. So we've got that. And then this one I'm going to put a couple on here. I love how stuff just slides around, but not like out of control, but it's so nice, this glass mat. A lot of people have had glass mats for a long time, but I'm so excited to try one out now for the first time. Okay, so this one is going to be up at the top there. Hello, Jean. I bet you have the day off today. Wonderful to see your name here. And hi, Lynette. Okay, so I've got that. So now we're just going to do a little bit more accessorizing with these, and that's where I'm going to bring over the adhesive back hearts and flowers from that collection. And these, a lot of times you'll see me using my little tool, but sometimes with things that are super flat, like these are really flat. I like to show you how flat they are. So if you're thinking, okay, is this going to add a lot of bulk to your mailing? When I turn it sideways, it's going to be like that skinny person. You can't even see them. So yes, so I'm just going to take a couple of the smaller white flowers here and add that, and I feel like that just adds so much. Even though it's a busy card, it's like the perfect addition. And then for this, I'm just going to take one of the larger red or sweet sorbet hearts here, and then just add a little pink one up here, and then a large yellow one up here, just to kind of fill in those little blank spots there. So I've got that going too. So so that is 2 cards, and like you can see, a lot of it is so similar. That's why I thought, you know, why do 2 separate videos for cards that, even though they look different, are going to turn out very similar. But I have something fun for the inside. I have my regular, maybe I don't, maybe it's hidden. Oh, here it is. My regular insert for the inside, and that's cut 4 by 5 1/4. And so what I'm going to do is run that through my Big Shot with the, this is like one of those things, I love it when things come to me like, oh, that would like really coordinate well. The Stitched with Whimsy dies has that fun stitched look that could almost look like, you know, the buzzing bee. So I have this. So I'm just going to, I didn't take the very largest, but the second largest one here. And let me grab my next cutting plate here and run that through. So this is going to be for the inside of the card. Normally I don't do much with die cutting for the inside, but look at that. How fun is that if you can kind of see the stitching on there, depending on how my lights capture that or not. And then for the inside sentiment from the Be Mine stamp set, I've got Happy Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to put that like so in there in that stitching. And then, like I said, I was squeezing in one stamp, here we go, from Fluffiest Friends. So when you see Fluffiest Friends, I love these little buzzing bees that I've put with the bear here. And so I brought those over, and that's going to get stamped and added right next to the Happy Valentine's Day to kind of follow through that theme. So do you need an extra stamp for that? I'll let you decide, but I had it, so I'm like, I just have to use it because it turns out so cute together for the coordination of that. So then I'm just going to put some more adhesive, and that's going to be on both the insides of the card. But I thought, you know what, you don't have to see me do a second one when it's identical in that way. So here we've got a couple cards for you guys. So for those of you that have been ordering, you might see these coming your way as a thank you. For those of you coming to upcoming classes, you might get to make one or the other of these two. Yeah. And so Linda, yeah, don't you love the little cute faces? And there's like 3 different options even for faces to put on your bees too, which I think is kind of fun as well too. So and thank you, Maureen, you're always so sweet with your compliments, and it is good to be back. So let me get this turned around. Here we go. It's like, yeah, do I remember how to do everything here with my technology? Okay. So, yeah, let me know if you're interested in putting together any kind of event in person or like an online thing or whatever, because I do have time going forward, even though it has been busy. Celebration is a busy time anyway for me. But yeah, with this being through the end of February, it does give us time. I will have some in-person events, which I've scheduled already. My schedule's pretty full with those events, so I kind of have those out of the way, the bigger events plugged into my calendar so that I know how much time I have to plop in the little events for you guys, which is, I say little, but it's a big deal to me. So hopefully I'll be seeing you a little bit more online here as I have to make up these projects to show during my in-person events anyway. So it's a good deal to like pass those along to you too. So thanks so much, Frances, and catch all of you guys later. Thanks. Have a great day.